Even if your world falls down, get yourself up off the ground. And since you know the pain has its own path, just be strong because pain won't last forever.
Today, are you feeling a little alone? People's true colors are starting to show. Did you get dumped by that special someone? Or much worse off, did you lose a dear loved one?
Cheers everybody out there in YouTube channel land watching the Get Yourself Up channel. For those of you like me and like Amy from Illinois who are battling retinitis pigmentosa but who refuse to let it bring us down. So I have this special guest, as I told you, Amy from Illinois, who has some relatives here down in Paradise and Naples, as well as some friends in Fort Myers Beach. Beautiful area as well. So she happened to be in town. We decided to spend the day together. And she has retinitis pigmentosa, a little different than I have it. I have retinitis pigmentosa, a little different than she has it. And we decided not to let that interfere with us spending the day together, taking the Naples Bay shuttle, water taxi, whatever it's called. I'm not even going to fix that.
For only $10 all day.
$10 for the whole day, and you can bring a whole case of beer, as much beer as you want, and drink on the boat. I would never do that.
Not that we did that, no.
My name's David. I'm just a regular guy. I am your host, although not with the most. I used to teach, now I live at the beach. Living the dream, if you know what I mean, regardless of dealing with defective genes. This is my Dr. Seuss meets Dr. Dre part of the show. There have been times when sadness I've felt, but I just keep playing the hands I've been dealt. Life doesn't suck, you'll eventually see. Not with MS, not with RP. So, this episode, the working title, which probably will become the real title, is The Blind Leading the Blind, which is what this tattoo says. If I don't get a good shot, I will show you a better shot in a minute. But the point being, we decided to take it upon ourselves to take Uber from my house to her aunt's house, then over to a bar to take the Naples Bay water taxi shuttle and go on a pub crawl all around Naples Bay. It stops at 10 different places in 45 minutes. It's pretty freaking awesome. For $10 you can drink on the boat. We already mentioned that. No worries. What does that have to do with my 5 domains of happiness? If you remember, one is cognitive. We did have to use our brains from time to time, yes, to sort through certain problems, because we both have RP. I had my cane, she had another cane, and we still had to figure out things like how to get through public restrooms, how to find them, and how we were going to put this whole trip together in a short period of time, as in like an hour, trying to figure all this out. But we did it. Emotional, I have to be honest, she knows. To start with, it was a little bit frustrating. I put a lot of thought into it. Things weren't starting out the way I had hoped they would, but they eventually picked up. But it took some time. But
because I slept in.
That wasn't the only reason, but she slept in a little bit, but that's alright. She's on vacation, she's allowed to do that. But no, it's one of those things. Sometimes you have to have a plan B and 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 maybe a plan D.
How about plan C?
C or D or E or F works well also. But yeah, so it started out as being a little frustrating, and then it turned out to be fantastic. We had a great time. Social, definitely. We got to know each other better, got to hang out, got to meet some new people. Went to a lot of bars and restaurants. We even met some people on the water taxi, and that pretty much sums it up. There was no point to it other than have a good time. Physical, I would say, that domain we didn't really scratch upon too much. The Uber dropped us off right where we needed to be, so we didn't walk at all, and we probably ate 12,000 calories and
More than that.
yeah, maybe more than that.
I
Whatever.
drink more than that.
And yeah, mix that in. So for throwing number 4 physical up for this particular episode, you don't have to do all 5 at the same time. I was questionable about number 5, the moral domain, but Amy brought up a good point, which was people did help us out. Complete strangers, like when I needed to find the restroom, for example. She didn't know where she was going, I didn't know where I was going. We both have RP, and it was probably obvious to some people that we didn't know what we were doing.
Extremely.
And other times she just stepped up and asked complete strangers for directions or for assistance. Which way should we go to get to this particular place, or to get over the bridge that we need to go to, whatever. So thank you for doing that.
I'm not a problem.
She stepped it up. Remember, I do have an email address if you want to get in touch with me regarding just things about the show. It's getyourselfup1@gmail.com. I also always say use the cane, avoid the pain. One of us used his cane today. The other one left hers in an Uber car. Oops, did I say that out loud? It would have cost $15 plus the waste of time to have the Uber driver bring her white cane back to her aunt's house before we left. So she decided against it, which was fine. Had a backup. Everything was cool.
The cooler of beer was more important.
That's,
That's
the
what
way
I
we
grabbed
looked
instead
at
of my
it, yeah.
cane.
She grabbed the cooler of beer. So, yes, you get brownie points for that. Anyways, in general, be smart like me. Use the cane, avoid the pain. But yes, if it's between that and a cooler of beer, yeah, it might be a coin toss. You might have to think, beer, cane, beer, cane.
Well, I would have grabbed both, but I grabbed the important thing.
Ideally, you
Yeah.
want to take both, so there you go. Anyway, thanks to Amy for doing that. So, remember, I'm just a PhD regular guy. I'm not an MD. I can't give you medical advice. I'm not a lawyer. I can't give you legal advice. I'm not a counselor. I can't even give you counseling advice. But I live in paradise, so I can give you advice as to how to have a damn good time in paradise, even with RP, with another person who has RP. And neither of us had a sighted guide, nor did we need one, and
No.
we got around fabulously.
And had a great time.
I'm glad to hear you had a great time. I had a great time with you too today, Amy. So, I hope you enjoy our little trip. We captured some footage on the boat, and sometimes we were having too good a time. We weren't filming it, so I apologize for that. But if you happen to be in Naples, yeah, check out the Naples Bay Water Shuttle. Google that, and you'll see what we did. It's pretty cool. Anything you want to say that I forgot?
Just that how RP is different for everybody. It's such a strange disease. Everybody sees different. We got along great because I can maneuver around better than he can, so I helped guide him walking when there's crowds and stuff. Even though the doctors say we have the same amount of peripheral vision, which is 5%, I don't trust those tests because we're all colorblind. I don't believe it because if he's got 5%, I got 5%, I can see way better, but I can't read anything. So he did all the reading. He read the menus for all the food, everything we ordered. I can't read. I can't read and he can't maneuver. So together we made an almost sighted person.
Cheers.
So, cheers to being
It took
almost
two of
sighted.
us. Take a drink. But yeah, there are different kinds of RP, and that's fascinating in and of itself, and we're not going to get deep into it for this episode. But today was a perfect example. Yeah, she could see to maneuver around crowded restaurants, going down crowded sidewalks, going places that I had been to but forgot how to get to, and some places I had never been to. She was good at figuring that out. But then when it came to reading the menu, or right now reading the cue cards,
I can't see that.
she can't see them at all, and I can read it just fine. So
Or ordering an Uber. I can't see my phone. I can't read it. I can't
Right.
read anything.
So it's different, and we see that on Facebook when people post messages. Is this normal for RP? Does everybody have this problem? Does everybody have that problem? Does everybody have that problem? Does everybody have this problem? It really is different for everybody, and we experienced that today. So it was an awesome afternoon.
We made a great team. We had a great time.
It was awesome. And so enjoy the video. Hopefully some of you guys, if you ever stopped down in Naples, Florida, aka Paradise, you can attest to that now. I haven't been making this up.
It's paradise.
It's paradise.
Except for he's kicking me out tomorrow, so.
She's gone tomorrow. I, on the other hand, will be living the dream. Remember, it's not that you fall down, it's how you get yourself up. See you guys. Hopefully we show up in this picture. I am with special guest Amy here at the dock at Creighton Cove on beautiful Naples Bay in Naples, Florida. You might see some yachts out there. We are on an excursion taking the Naples water taxi for the afternoon, in which it's the blind leading the blind, like my tattoo says.
Literally.
Because Amy has retinitis pigmentosa just like I do. But somehow, just the two of us have made it all the way from my house, taking Uber, taking a stop, and then making it here, getting to the water shuttle, getting off and on the boat. And this is the first place we're stopping at for today, and we'll make a few more stops. Say hi, Amy.
Hello.
Remember, it's not that you fall down, it's how you get yourself up. Get in touch with me if you have any suggestions at getyourselfup1@gmail.com.
And don't leave your cane in the Uber.
Amy lost her white cane. The whole point of the first episode of this series was suck it up, buttercup, but the point of it was bring your stuff with you, and sure enough, who lost her cane? She did.
I brought my cane. I just left it somewhere.
I, on the other hand, have my bag with my cane in it. So we've been going with one cane between the two of us, but yeah, we've made it work. So it's going to be a good afternoon. Talk to you guys later. Okay, so we just finished a fantastic lunch at the dock on Creighton Cove here in Naples Bay, waiting for the Naples water shuttle to come pick us up, which is an awesome deal. $10 for the whole day. Just goes around and around the bay, 45 minutes, and drops you off at all the bars, and you can't beat that. Living the dream in Naples. So we're gonna walk to the end of the dock here and wait for the boat to show up and pick us up. So there are a few of the yachts docked in the area. Beautiful. Alright. Notice I've got my cane. So people stay out of the way. Pelicans out in the water. I love pelicans. You don't realize how big they are until they fly right over you and then land in the water. It's just huge splash. So Amy's here, also with RP. Her vision's slightly different than mine though, so we've actually made a good team getting through today. Just the two of us. There aren't any sighted guides.
Right.
We just decided to take the boat tour around Naples Bay, and she hasn't even seen the best parts of it yet, where you see all the $30-40 million mansions. You might be able to see a few nice places in the distance over there, but you can see the pelicans. Hopefully they're showing up in the picture. They're just chilling today. Life is good for them today. Swimming in Naples Bay. Now which way do we have to go from here?
We have to go back where we were.
We do?
Yeah. Just like
Because look at that.
50
That
feet.
is a big ass yacht right there.
And David won't buy it for me either.
I will not be buying a yacht on this trip.
Or a mansion.
Or any of the mansions. But yes, this is Naples. The perfect, beautiful blue skies. Naples City Dock. There is an airport here, that's why you hear a plane. But it's for people that own their super expensive private jets. You and I can't fly there. All right. I'll turn this on. And where's my cane?
It's in my hand.
Okay. And I left my beard.
Are you guys coming?
Yep.
We're coming. Did you already hit record, Dave?
I don't know. Does it say REC on it?
Okay.
Alright, getting onto the water taxi with the beer. You do have the cooler, right?
Yep, I got the cooler. I got the beer.
So, yep, you're there. And then one more step that same size.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt it.
That would be helpful. Do you need to hand me your case?
Yeah, all that.
Camera.
Alright. It's recording.
Alright,
See, I'm like.
by the way, look at the yacht
Hey.
over here. Best part about this trip on video is you get to bring coolers full of beer and drink all you want for free.
In which we're doing.
Damn straight. Alright,
Just because you're blind doesn't mean you can't have fun.
check some of these gorgeous yachts out. These yachts are all for sale, she said, our captain. Check out behind you, dude. What's up with me? Yes, this is my backyard. Except I just knocked the camera out. Life is good today.
Although we haven't had our toes in the water.
I got my toes on the boat or ass on a bench. Not a worry in the world.
Daddy lights in our hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about beer wench, but no worries. Check out those movies. I can't see SS Minnow, they killed me.
Palm trees. Even though David and I both have RP, our vision are completely different. I can maneuver about better. I can't read anything where he can read.
And maneuver very poorly.
Yes.
But between the two of us, we got it going.
Yeah.
I only fell once, but it's not that you fall down until you get yourself up.
Great.
I fell right here on the boat. Nobody drunk. Not that we are.
I hope we're not.
It reminds me I need another beer. I'll get it.
I think we can handle more than 3 beers. Alright. There's another boat David's not buying me. But we're out here enjoying it.
We have not seen a dolphin yet.
There's no dolphins here.
They're over by the main dock usually. Every once in a while you'll see a manatee pop up. But they're hard to see, same thing. They come up for a second, get some air, and then go back on their food.
We've not gotten bitten by a shark either.
Nope.
Which is good. Or a gator.
So we're going to go down this canal, and this is the Wharf Tavern down here. They're known for New England seafood, fresh baked lobster, lobster rolls, clam chowder.
Is that what we're getting?
Sounds good.
Or no?
No.
Okay. We're not
We
getting
just
off.
say,
That didn't sound right. But whatever.
now we're going back to Shane's Cabana Bar. Then we'll try to find Tin City and Pinchers. That'll be our next challenge to see if the two of us can figure out how to get over there.
But the thing is, we don't care. If we can't do it, we can't do it. We tried. But
Sometimes you gotta punt.
we'll find it.
Alright. Time for a refill.
Alright.
Notice I
David's out of beer.
don't need the fake Coke koozie cover can thing.
David
Not
might
on
as
this
well
boat.
give me one too.
Naples, you want one too? Naples water taxi, $10 all day. You can bring your own beer on the boat. As long as it's in a can.
See, I came down here to find a rich old man and marry me. So I can live down here, but this gorgeous thing, no one's marrying me.
There's one.
Alright, hon. Can you crush this for me?
Yeah.
While you're doing everything?
Blind leading the blind, as they call it. Through paradise. That's a good name for it. Blind leading the blind through paradise.
Oh, look at that. That boat looks fun.
Oh, that's the double sunset. I've ridden on that
You
boat
messaged me
multiple.
about that?
Yeah. That's our double sunshine. That's the one. Yeah, there's that one, and there's a huge one called the Naples Princess, which everybody takes. I prefer the double sunshine because it's all out like this. You're outside.
Which you want to be outside
Right.
when it's 85 degrees.
Naples Princess is like a nice, huge air-conditioned living room. You can go up on the roof, but you're the only ones up there, really. Double sunshine's better, in my opinion. And
I am agreeing with you.
I'm not even biased because I've taken a boat.
You can sit in an air conditioned room at home. Well, in my case, you can sit at home with the heater on.
And here's the thing about Naples. Like moving down here from Atlanta, which is landlocked, we always have this beautiful breeze coming off the Gulf of Mexico. It might say that it's 85 degrees. It doesn't feel that it's that hot. It feels like it's just a nice fan blowing air conditioning on you.
No, it feels like it's 85 degrees when you're coming from 20 degrees.
Yeah, for you that's a good thing. Coming from Illinois, yeah.
And 20 degrees is actually kind of warm.
I get friends that come down here from Atlanta. Like it's 4 degrees warmer down there. I'm like, no, it's actually 10 degrees cooler than where you are downtown. It doesn't wind chill, which is a good thing here.
We get lake effects now. Even up by me. An hour south.
I remember vaguely. I tried to forget all that. Oh, check out these houses.
I'm just jealous.
Okay, the next stop is Naples Bay Resort. This is where Bonefish is. They are open and they do have a happy hour.
David's favorite thing.
I hope you got that on tape.
Of course I did.
But we're not going there.
But where I'm from, happy hour means free. Here it means your $20 drink is 10. Huge difference.
I like how your aunt and your cousin live right down here, and they don't know anything about any of this stuff.
Honey, they moved here right after Hurricane Irma. That was what, 4 months ago?
I still would have had it figured out in that time. Seriously?
They're all also disabled. None of them drive.
So am I.
Oh, that's right.
Now you can teach them.
Lars knows where everything is, though. But Lars has been here 24 years.
On the right are condos and on the left are hotel rooms. So this is all hotel rooms, all condos. Both expensive.
Both expensive. No.
In Naples,
Shocking.
please.
Anybody want off at Bonefish?
No thanks.
They have a great happy hour. Not necessarily. The slips are extra. Some of them are carnivals. Some of them are transient slips.
I'm going to sit in your shop. For a second.
Okay, here we have the beautiful David Whitney.
Okay.
Although he's a serial killer again. There you go.
And ladies, we're back every 45 minutes. Okay. Okay.
Nice ladies getting off for happy hour.
Living the dream. Naples, Florida. Cheesehead in paradise.
He should be a Cubs fan though.
Both the dogs right next to us here, they're from Barrie, Ontario.
I'm still filming you. You know that, right?
It's fine. I can edit
Here's
anything.
cheers.
You're holding it crooked though, so
Cheers.
I'm tilted. Cheers. Straight in. There you go. Cheers.
Where are you guys from?
I live here.
Oh, okay.
Originally from Wisconsin.
Okay.
Then Atlanta.
Okay.
Then Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
She's from Illinois.
I'm an hour south of Chicago. It's horrible.
Yeah, you should be run for like governor of that state. Let everybody know how lousy Illinois is. That'd be awesome. Your governors always go to prison.
My governor does what with the bridges?
Let's go to prison.
Oh, well, yeah. That's why we pay taxes, to put them in prison.
It's like she's from New York. Turns out she's from Michigan. Good thing Rachel's not here. She'd be all over that. Yeah, if Rachel was here, she'd be mixing martinis for everyone on the Getting some good views other than me. No, just me.
It's just you. All David, all day long.
Like that too, people driving by in their boats. It's like, hey, how's it going, man?
From my standpoint, though, it was a pain in the neck. Because I've been trying to not pay for it longer. Hey, I need a Budweiser. Who wants a Budweiser? What you never got? Wait a minute. I got it. So I was afraid of that.
We're the same company. Go film me right now. Press the red button.
Hey, everybody, we're here.
Alright, now David is going to get off
I'm gonna get up. Here's my
of a
cake.
very unsturdy thingy.
Yeah, getting off the Naples Bay water.
So tired. 2 Saturdays, I get to see you guys. Oh, see you. Big step. You got it. Step over. Big step. You got it.
You got it, baby. Okay. Thank you.
Do you have your cane?
Yep.
All right. Amy's here.
Again.
For one more day, the blind leading the blind, as the tattoo says. Yesterday, we took the Naples Bay water shuttle all around the bay. Went on a pub crawl. So that was fun for you, right?
It was awesome.
Okay, so today we're at Mercato. Again, perfect weather in Naples as always. It's March 4th. I know it sucks for those of you up north. But we're at a car show. And there's a band playing over there. A bunch of fancy cars all parked here. I'm not gonna go around and show you all of them, but we just stopped in at the Wine Loft, had 2 Whitney Signature Martini Cocktails made by a new bartender, Mark. Did a great job, of course. But Naples Flatbread runs this tent right over here, serving awesome flatbread and pizza. I'll hold the camera up. And if you lived in those condos right there that I'm aiming at, you could just sit out on your balcony and just look down and have your own drinks. Those places are amazing. If you don't mind paying $500,000 for a 400 square foot efficiency apartment with $700 a month in HOA fees. Anyways, this is Mercato on a Sunday afternoon in paradise. Cheesehead, living the dream. Illonesian.
Cubs fan, living the dream.
Cubs fan.
For a week.
Boo. Thanks she got dropped on her head as a baby. So we're back home now after our wonderful boat trip on the Naples Bay water taxi or water shuttle, depending on how you refer to it. That's what you can Google it if you're interested. Interestingly, we had a great time. Regarding my 5 domains of happiness, the cognitive, yes, we definitely had to use our brains to get ourselves out of a few different situations. Without a sighted guide, without any assistant with us. It was just the two of us, our peers, just like you guys out there, and we made it work.
Not a problem.
Emotional, like I said, I was a little stressed out to get started. Everything came together great. Social was great. The physical one, I had one episode that was not a good one.
Kind of my fault. I should have scooted over.
I went to sit down on the boat and I completely missed the edge of it, and I sat and fell on the floor, and you could hear the collective gasp of the other passengers as they see the blind guy, the visually impaired guy with the white cane sitting down, falling down on the floor.
And the blind girl didn't notice.
She didn't notice. I'm laying on the floor on my back, and I felt like Will Ferrell, you know, at that moment going, it's okay, everything's okay, I'm good, it's all good, don't worry about it. It was just like as if Will Ferrell had done it, and fortunately I didn't get hurt, but yeah, I had a physical mishap, it was my own fault, but a little embarrassing. I did not hurt my back, I didn't hurt my butt, but I hurt my pride a little bit, I guess you could say. And the moral stuff, again, some complete strangers were nice enough to help us out. So again, if you want to get in touch, getyourselfup1@gmail.com. Even though I used the cane, I had a little bit of pain when I fell down on my ass on the boat. Okay, it's a white cane. Can't prevent from all accidents from happening.
We all fall.
So again, it's not that you fall.
We get up.
It's how you get yourself up. So, I hope you enjoyed today's show, and see you next time. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, just cheers, and I'm not leaving. I'm moving in.
Yes. Amy from Illinois, everyone.
Just south of Chicago. 20
Just south
degrees.
of Chicago.
Can't wait to go home in a couple of days.
Yes, you can.
Totally lying.
Nobody wants to go to Illinois. Take care. See y'all later.
Even if your world falls down, get yourself up off the ground.
you feeling a little alone? People's true colors are starting to show. Did you get dumped by that special someone? Or much worse off, did you lose a dear loved one? So are you feeling really down today? Cause you just learned your best friend passed away. Yet all the bullies are having a parade, and you feel like no one will ever come to your aid. Infuriated, incapacitated, so deflated, frustrated, and often just hated. Unappreciated and unmotivated, so alienated, just plain devastated. Heart's been confiscated, feel so separated. Life's too complicated, rather just get sedated. It's not that you fall down, it's how you get yourself up. Get yourself up, get yourself up. Get yourself up, get yourself up. So I don't like the way that I look today. Consider myself lucky, worse could be on the way. So I think about those who are really in need, and I try to help them out as I rethink my creed. Intrinsic motivation is all that it takes, so I don't wait for others to fix my mistakes. Don't wait for an invitation, it won't arrive. It's only up to me to make myself feel alive. Infuriated, incapacitated, so deflated, frustrated, and often just hated. Unappreciated and unmotivated, so alienated, just plain devastated. Heart's been confiscated, feel so separated. Life's too complicated, rather just get sedated. It's not that you fall down, it's how you get yourself up. Get yourself up, 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 get yourself up. You got some really sad news today, dealing with a really heavy heart. You're keeping it all inside yourself, and it's starting to tear you apart. If your friends don't help you with serious stuff, they're probably not real friends at all. Look in the mirror and then ask yourself, are you really heeding my call? So be the good friend you know you should be. There are people worse off than you'll ever be. They need your help, so lend them a hand, then someone will help you and you'll understand. So elevate, invigorate, whatever their problem, help dominate. Someday looking down from up above, it's not how they fall, it's how you help them up. Get yourself up, get yourself up. Get yourself up, get yourself up. Get yourself up, get yourself up.